Hello?
Hello, hello. Oh, hi, and welcome to the NXT Watch Along. I don't do this terribly often, do I? I got a hair in my mouth, as I typically do nowadays. It's just part of what happens when you've got long hair, is you get hair in your mouth on the reg. You get NXT turned on, put on the CW. Uh, I will be 100% real with you. I do not remember. Okay, it is Peachtree TV in Atlanta. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Good to be here. Good to be back. Not often that I do an NXT watch along. It's not every week, but I got a lot of characters I got to make on 2K25, and I might as well monetize my struggles, my pain. Let me get out my posts. Hey, Colin. Oh man, I got a lot of work done today. Specifically, I got all. Wow, we're just starting with the four competitors in the ring. No entrances. That's wild. Um, 27th is going to be a busy day for me to watch with two different pay-per-views for the main two you watch. All right, then. Oh, here comes Ricky. Make sure I'm still signed in as me. I was signed in as Ray earlier because I was getting something fixed for his game. So I feel Ethan Page is probably the ultimate winner of this matchup. Out of sheer curiosity, Zach, who is the other person that's got a special event on Sunday? Just curious, because I don't know who the other person you watch is, and I don't really watch other universe modes. So simply because I'm just too damn busy all the time. I granted I do see that Hanzo and Shinobi have uploaded the first episode of their universe mode, which is great for them. Um, let's see. Oh, Noah's got Backlash on the 27th, so it might be him. Yep, I'm subscribed to him, so I forgot he's got that on the 27th, and I'm sure he will get more views than me because he always does. Um, which is not a shot at anybody. He does do great work. It just is frustrating that I don't know what I'm doing wrong to not get as many views as other people. But I do need to go to this. That way we got this. And we got a lot of people still to work on tonight. In fact, we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31 names to work on. Are we in the morning? 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep, same time as always for the weekends. Well, I say same time as always. No, we do start at 5 sometimes. But yeah, no. Yeah, it's gonna be a morning premiere, 11 a.m. Same time. Same time it typically is. It's usually only at 5 when there's nothing else going on. Yeah, like you guys can see, no one's uploading on the LS11 Universe tag. It makes me sad. And it's like, and I've checked multiple versions. Like I've just done full on LS11 Universe as well. Like we don't really have anyone biting on last gen this year. Like just to show people that they're like other people are like, oh well, you're trying, are you I'm going to do this. Since I'm more over this way anyways. Since I kind of sit more on this side of the seat anyway, we'll put the screen over there. But yeah, no one's really uploading on the LS11 Universe tag. A little sad, but you know. But yeah, no, I assume this four-way is going to, one, be incredible. Like, it's going to cook. But two, it's also just going to be an Ethan Page win. The only way I could see Ethan Page not getting the win would be if a Joe Hendry or a Frankie Kazarian appeared. Which is not entirely out of the realm of possibilities. We're going to start with Quiz Queen today, I think. Yeah, that's a lot more like what she looks like. Yeah, it's funny. It's no secret that Quiz Queen is based on Alex in the same way that Quizmaster is based on me, so she is 5'9"? Yeah. No, 5'8". Like that. Alright. Quiz Queen's always fun to make. Her attire always changes just a little bit every game, so Wesley is 3-0 WrestleMania weekend. That's actually pretty cool. Pretty cool stat for Wes on that one. He was out injured last year for 2024. 2023, he retained in the five-way. 22, I think, was when he won it. Sandler being Ethan send-off. I think there is a distinct possibility of that, yeah. I think he'll do that. He'll obviously be doing the triple threat in TNA in a couple weeks, which there's going to be a TNA watch along this week. Just because they got their special this week. And they might do Ego and Hendry one-on-one. But then oh, Ricky's getting ejected from ringside. But yeah, long story short, I do think that yeah, it's honestly Grace and NXT. I think Stanley delivers it for her as well. I think she was just there to really get introduced to WWE fans, and that'd be about it. You know, I really wish there was a little bit lower hair. I wish there was a way to give people less of a five head in this game with the hair, like less of a receding hairline. Let's see. Finding hair that fits Quiz Queen is always a little hard. Because I always want to make her look as accurate as I can, but then It's so hard to get hair that isn't just all the way up here. Like, I can't even get my hairline back that high right now. Hey, Pierre. We're back to the... I almost went live a few minutes early just to go ahead and get a jump start. I'm complaining about how 2K doesn't seem to have any options for hair that don't give the wrestlers a 5-head this year. I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, for those wondering, as I was kind of saying at the start of the stream, and I sidetracked myself a little bit along the way, Wrestle Dream is done. It is ready to go. It is recorded. I'm going to set it to upload tomorrow when I leave for work. Because when I go to bed tonight, I gotta set mods to upload for Ray. Hi, Soren. I definitely gotta change her lips a little bit. Her lips are way too big. We got the face right now, but I gotta go back to like I gotta go to face structure, I guess. Yeah, head size. That'll probably help with the whole ears definitely gotta be smaller. And then the mouth. There we go. Just reverse collagen there on her. Let's see. So, of course, the winner of this is going to face Ricky at Stand and Deliver. Based on... Yeah, that looks far more like her already. Poor Lexus King. Bro is going through all the pain right now. Let's see what the Max big ears look like. Maybe later. Alright. Quiz Queen. Let's get her wrestling gear first. I had just redesigned her as well when we swapped games. Like, I had just redesigned her. Make sure that doesn't have anyone's logos on it. Because I'd given her like the Scarlet Bordeaux gloves with the spikes on the end, or with the claws essentially on them. Wrestling tights. I mean, I've always kind of used the Charlotte Queen tights because Quiz Queen. So we'll stick with those. Stick with what we know. I used to use the gold boots, but I'm thinking I might keep these but switch the colors up a little bit. Go with the Circus of Chaos, black and red. Oh, Twisted Grin. And Ego with the dub. I believe she got one of the like high collar capes this time around. Yep, Ego's going to stand and deliver. Ego and Ricky makes sense. I'm not sure. Yep, this is what I used. Oh, there's Ricky. Ricky wiping him out. I knew what I was forgetting was her crown because I'm so used to seeing her with it that I was like, something seems wrong. Some of her masks, right? They didn't get rid of it this year, did they? I mean, it wouldn't shock me because they always get rid of the stuff I like. Caps. He almost became WWE champion in LS11 Universe. Yes, he did. You're right. I remember. I was there. I booked the match. Is it in headgear and I just went past it? Yeah, there it is. Two more spots in the stand and deliver ladder match as well, huh? Good. I'm hopeful in these 2 hours we can maybe get 7 or 8 characters done. Because I'd like to be able to do the first LAW on 2K25 next week, but it does all genuinely depend. Wait, what? Bobby Roode's signs are still in the game. Makes me wonder if he was supposed to be in the game and then they just pulled him out last minute or what. Then again, they've always left stuff in here for other wrestlers not in the game anymore that still like has their stuff on it. Like Tony Storm's jacket was in the game for like the last few games, and it says Storm on the back of it. So who knows? There we go. Quiz Queen done. We can check her off the list now. I know it's technically like, oh, you don't have to get everyone done to start, but at the same time, I'm just like, I just want to get everyone done before I start doing LAW, because otherwise I'm going to forget people. So we'll do Gabriella Bennett. It's going to be a very women's modding heavy night. NXT feels like the right night to do the women's, not modding, but creating. NXT feels like the right night to do that because NXT's got the strong women's division. Probably the. Hey, Tatum. All right. Bennett is fairly built. Trying to make sure I use the right body type again. She's like, she's fairly chiseled, is like the design that I gave her. She's got like the very Rhea Ripley build to her. That face works. Alright. I'm doing her off the top of my head. I know she's got the short hair. Yeah, she's got short hair. We'll just use all. Oh, Kamala's finally going to the Hall of Fame, I see. Aren't the legacy inductions more or less just like, yeah, we want to induct these people, but we don't want to give them, you know, a whole lot of time dedicated to them or something like that? It's always the impression I get. It's so funny that you guys can't. I need to just put the game in creator safe mode when I'm doing this anyway. But like to give you guys a little idea of what's playing on my menu right now. It is indeed my world playing right now. My world can't believe my mark. Hey Daryl. She wears like the jacket that's got like the rings on it. Normally. I don't know who I want to see win that ladder match this weekend. Because so far, we got the four we got either Zarya or Soul is who I want to see. It's got a logo on the back of it. Who's Tatum Paxley wrestling tonight? Oh, Lola's definitely winning. Lola might be winning the title, actually. If Lola wins this qualifier, I think there's a strong possibility she's winning the title. They really like her. I really like her as well. Hey, Daryl's other account. Lola Vice's theme is unironically a banger, by the way. Lola Vice's theme, unironically a banger. I will take no criticisms or other opinions at this time. Like it is on my it is on my thing on this game to play on 2K. It plays on my menu regularly. Like I am really glad that you guys voted Lola Vice into like this is not a slight at Ray at all. This is just a testament to how much I like Lola Vice. I am so glad you all voted her into that matchup at Cyber Sunday and that she accidentally won it because it meant I could do the call up and become as big of a fan of her as I've become over the last several months and not risk her just kind of being in Ray's NXT, which, again, not a slight at Ray when I say that, especially in case Ray is listening. I don't know. I know Ray's at work right now, but in case Ray just happens to be, um, in case Ray just happens to be listening and just hears me talking and thinks I'm talking shit, I'm not. It's a matter of, it just turns out I really became a big fan of Lola Vice, and I'm really glad all the circumstances lined up in LS11 Universe to where I got her on the Raw roster before she could kind of just be in NXT, because I don't think Ray sees as much in her as I do, and I could be wrong. I don't know, because I don't know how Ray thinks in that regard. I don't know how Ray thinks. But either way, I'm just glad it worked out where I got Lola Vice, and I do want to do more with her as we go into the next season. Is Shadow confirmed for what? Is Shadow confirmed for what? Love for the Latinas. Hey man. Oh, Xander is Shadow confirmed. Also, sorry, Soren, I didn't realize that was you. Just the sudden is. I think I might have called you JT. I'm so used to JT just. There's her jacket. I'm so used to JT just coming in and saying something random like, is Shadow confirmed? And it being a question. That I was like, wait, what? But yes, I mean, I do just love Latinas, Sonic. I still need to know the context of this. I'm gonna get back to My Rise one day, because I do fully intend to actually play My Rise. Hi, Daryl's other channel. I think it's the best Gabriella Bennett's looked in the last several games. I think the ripped tights look is actually really, really cool on her. What do we think? Do we keep the mask on her in the ring? Do we keep her wrestling in like the mask? Because I've had her taking it off for the last several games. I don't know. What do we think? Let people get an opinion first. I've always had her take it off. It's always just been more of like an aesthetic thing when she comes to the ring. In part because we've already got one wrestler who has just the mouth mask. Then we got Jessica Enigma who has the luchadora mask, which I might take it upon myself to make Jessica Enigma tonight. Zach says keep it. What do we think, chat? Anyone else got opinions? I go back to work for the first time in almost 2 weeks tomorrow. I've had like 2 weeks off from being spring break, and then I didn't work today due to dumb reasons, and I didn't work yesterday due to nothing being available. Just look at what it looks like with it on still. I'll keep it on her for now. I'll test how it looks in a match. And then if I don't like it after an episode, I'll change it. Maybe new gimmick. I figured either Gabby or Gabriella would be an option, but I guess not. Gabriella Bennett. Gabriel A. Bennett. There you go. She is from New York, and she's from Harlem. Universe. If you know, you know. You know because you know who she's based on. She could keep it and have another attire where she has it off and she has new powers. Yeah, she's never really had powers to begin with. It's just more she's a fucking beast. Because I mean, she knocked the non-existent Sonic rings out of Eliza at one point. Like Eliza didn't have any Sonic rings, but she punched her so hard that Sonic rings came out of her. That was still so funny. Like the fact nobody saw that coming either was so funny. All right, that's Bennett done. You know what? You guys want to do an easy one? Let's do an easy one. Let's knock an easy one off the list. It'll take like 5 minutes to do, if even. Let's make Xander number 3. He's easy to make because I can just start with myself. Because he's a Xander clone. He was made based on me. So, he wears an Axiom mask at this point because that is the mask that is closest to what we need. Because he actually wears a Spider-Man mask, but there's no other like full face covering masks in the game that actually look right. Is the issue, or that work with hats. And then he has like the Sami Zayn hat is what I know it as mainly. It's been a pretty good day, Pierre. Thanks for checking in. Like I said, I got Wrestle Dream done today, which took a lot of my day. Like a very large chunk of my day was dedicated to doing Wrestle Dream. It was also a bit of a rest day for me, a bit of a calm before the storm before I go back to work tomorrow. You know, for the first time in a couple weeks. And then number 3, he wrestles in like he wrestles in like the black button up. Not that one though. Lola Vice going to Stand and Deliver. You love to see it. I legit think she might win. Similar to that one, but it's got like the shredded sleeves. Which might make it be considered long sleeve, honestly. Let's see. It might not be in the game anymore. You might wonder to yourself, why is Xander got to make Xander number 3? He's a commentator. Well, you never know he's going to have to do a backstage interview or something. I mean, he had to be the one that interviewed Carnold when Carnold said that he was old, tired, hurt, and worked with effing children. I really hope it's going to be Lola that wins that title. If they're not going to call her up, I think she should win the title. Pretty much the people in the match I'm hoping don't win it. Izzy, because I don't find her that exciting. She's good in the ring, but I just don't find her stuff with the culling or whatever they're called. I don't find it that interesting. Kalani, I just don't want to see a two-time champion with only 3 people having held the belt at this point. I don't want to. I don't want it to just go right back where it started. Um, I assume you just mean what's my favorite Xander Mania, right, Zach? Because like side series, I assume you mean like ARW, LSWF, LAW. So what's my favorite Xander Mania? Is what I'm assuming the question is, and I guess my answer is probably the most recent one. Either that or so this year I have a lot of soft spots for a lot of the stuff that happened on this year's. Yeah, so I have a lot of soft spots for what happened on this year's Xandermania. Look at the posters. I've got them behind me here. Xandermania 7. So I just kind of walk through them. I really like this year's because this year's had a lot of build to it. It had a whole year of build for once. Last year with 8 was a lot of fun, but it was kind of all thrown together. 7 I also really love. I really love 7 a lot. LRW's grand finale, I'm kind of on that one. Let's see. 6, which was, or that was 6. 5, which was Xandermania Hollywood in 2021, which was LRW. I like that one just fine, but it feels like there was stuff that was shoehorned in there, like having the Wrestle Talk guys on there was like a shoehorned thing because they'd asked to be on there, and it was kind of a parasocial relationship. I didn't realize I was in there with them friendship wise. Xenoblade 4 in 2020, I really like that one. 3, which is Superman Thanos, is a good one. That was the first ARW one. And the 2 live action ones I don't like. But either this year or 2023, where it was me and Hanzo, one of those two. Oh, there's Crash Out Trick. There you go for all your dirty dango making needs there, or the American flag pants. So yeah, this year or 2 years ago, one of the two. Because I really liked my match with Hanzo, and the only downside was LAW or LSWF ending for a year because I feel like there was so much that what is this? Okay, there's just nothing there. Like there's just nothing there except Xander 3's cheeks. Like I wish that LSWF could have continued longer than it did, but just it wasn't getting much interest, and I had just had the whole situation where, like, lack of better terms, I left home and I never came, and I almost didn't come back, but in the worst way possible happened. So I was like, I've got to take things off my plate, essentially. Actually, I need to remove the LS11 tattoo because Xander Thread doesn't have it. There you go. Xander 3 done. All these characters will get uploaded when I get them all done, by the way. But yeah, there you go. That is 10 people on my checklist done now. Who do I want to make next? He's not here yet, or I'd say JT. So let's make. Hmm. Let's make DJ Danger. Let's make one of my greatest rivals. I want to run it back with him at some point, especially now that he's brought BCW about into my company. Actually, wait. This face. That looks a lot like DJ in the face. The skin tone needs to be darkened. The hair definitely needs to be changed. But that face is definitely DJ's face. That's a little too dark for DJ. DJ is one of the darker skinned when it comes to skin tone. He's got a lot more. He's got a lot darker of a complexion than the rest of the roster. That looks right. Alright, DJ, I have faced this man so many times that I know what I'm looking for. He's got the really short hair. And that shit is just completely void colored. He's got brown eyes. Know that for a fact. Because again, I faced this motherfucker. So I've looked into these eyes during passionate promos when he has been yelling at me before. So I know DJ's got those. He's got a very well-kept beard. I can also just look up here and fucking see DJ on my... I fucking see DJ on my poster up there. Yeah. He's got a lot more of a, like, a close shave with that beard. Wait, does DJ actually not have a beard? Hold on. No, I might have gaslit myself. Does DJ not have a beard? Hold on. This is just how I'm gonna have to find it. Because I might be gaslighting myself, but I'm pretty sure he does. I'm 99% sure DJ's got a beard. Oh, that's how she had a hood last season. Okay. I will go back and add that for Gabriella when I get done here. I know DJ's got a beard. I know he does. I think DJ's either clean shaven or has stubble. I swear I remember him having a beard. Why am I misremembering this? Hang on, I've got the screenshot of his drip from the press conference, right? When I was making all the press conference outfits, I should have a picture of him from that at least. If not, the picture I took of him for the poster. Let's see.
Championship match Tuesday after San Deliver. You're saying, of course. So basically, what you're telling me is every single woman is going to be on San Deliver except the woman that made this the best women's division in the world. Great. Great job on Friday against Tiffany. It's really proud of because you're still here. I'll tell you what. If you can charm yourself into finding a talking partner, I'll happily make it available.
Where is he? I know I've got a screenshot of DJ. At this point, we're just going to open the damn screenshots and scroll and click through them. So Roxanne's got to find herself a tag team partner for Stand and Deliver. It's just going to be Cora, right? Like, we haven't seen Cora since she lost to Masha, right? All right. Tech, JJ, Jade. I don't know why this is funny to me. God, these were some old thumbnails that were really cool. Looked really cool. Shit, DJ does not have a beard. He's got like a little goatee and that's it. Yeah, he's just got like this little goatee. I swore he had a beard. Actually, that screenshot's gonna really help. Let me pull that back up. Yeah. Yeah, he's just got like a fucking little goatee. I don't believe he's got tattoos, though, right? Like, DJ doesn't have tattoos. I do distinctly remember DJ not having tattoos. But now I've got to click through and see if I can find him again. See if I've got any other screenshots of him in here. Is that... Yeah, that's Colton. Colton does have some tattoos. That's good to remember. Fucking DJ's always got the jacket on, so I can't remember. But I swear he doesn't. I swear DJ doesn't have tattoos. See if I can find any kind of screenshot of DJ mid-match, because it's very... Like, I know the easiest option here would be just go fucking to an episode. Oh, we got a tag team gauntlet. Wait, nope, DJ does not have tattoos. There we go. We got a tag team gauntlet here, by the way. DJ don't have tattoos, only Ethan X. I thought so. Ricky Ross doesn't have tattoos either. Ricky Ross, like, not for lack of better terms, he's not basic looking, but like he's pretty straightforward on how to make him. All right, now then, let's get this right. DJ has tights. Know that for a fact. He's always had tights, and I cannot be gaslit into thinking he didn't. He's always worn tights. He has never worn trunks. And God love him, DJ just always copies CM Punk when it comes to color scheme, when it comes to attire. Let's see. See, the fun part is I'm still going to have to make move sets and entrances for everybody. But the thing with that is, I'm just going to copy other wrestlers' move sets. People copying other wrestlers' move set, like, copying wrestlers' move sets for your call, that's fine, right? Give me a little variety with it, and I'm usually pretty cool with it. Actually, we're going to give him, like, BCW green. Because he's on Team BCW right now. Alright, the culling is in. And he's got the CM Punk wraps. Because he's from Chicago, even though I don't think that's actually... I don't think those are a Chicago thing. I think that's a CM Punk thing, but... far be it from me. Alright. You know, I had an idea for Ali's heel GM because we didn't have one in a while. So we do have a heel GM. Ava. Because she's making your favorite go find a tag partner and not handing her an opportunity. Yeah, I'll work a little harder than that, man. She's not a heel, she's just unentertaining. Alright, then give him the glasses. Why are those sunglasses so big on his face? That screenshot to send to DJ. All right, this will be the fourth character we've gotten done on stream. I said I wanted to get like 7 or 8 done, so we're already averaging 4 an hour. So, granted, again, I haven't done movesets or anything yet, but good to have DJ Danger back. DJ Anger. Speaking of Danger, Chris Danger, of course, announced his hiatus from LAW recently. Who knows when we'll see him again? He is from Illinois. He is from Chi-Town, much like the NRW boys are. He gets an LS11 Universe sign, because everyone I make gets one, just to give me a little bit of a little cheap, what do you call it? Give me a little cheap plug there with that, you know? I'll give him, I'll humor him, I'll give him the CM Punk signs. It is probably time I give DJ a new theme instead of the Seth Rollins Joker theme. It worked more for him when he was a good guy. Now that he's a bad guy, I do need to change it up. All right, cool. Now, yes, my Discord is open over here. Just making sure it was on the LS11 Universe tab. Fine, good old DJ. Get 25. And grab that. There we go. Tick DJ off my list. 11 completed now on my list. How about we do... Ricky Ross is next on my list. Yeah, we'll do Ricky. We'll make Ricky next. Why not? I haven't seen Ricky since 2K23, but I will do my best to make him off memory. All right, DJ says he loves it. Okay, so last time I saw Ricky was in 2K23, and he had just shaved his head. I liked his kind of dreads ponytail look in 2K22, though. So I think I'm going to go with that again. That face is not what he looked like. Unfortunately, the masked guys, I don't know what face they use. I know I used that face for JC Seraphim. I just used that face for DJ. I can choose a different face template, though, to work from. Alright. We could give him the Giga Chad jaw. That's not the one I started with, is it? I don't think it is. That kind of reminds me of Ricky Ross. Ricky Ross, a little bit lighter skin tone. He's not white. believe that skin tone's a little more Ricky Ross. Like I said, I haven't seen Ricky Ross since 2K23. That was on PS5, so I don't have a way to easily access him. Let's see. I might have a render of him in here. Might. I do. Okay. Brown eyes. Yeah, that's looking right. Those eyes are kind of green though. Let me get to that thing. Ricky is... He's jacked, but he's short. I distinctly remember that. Like, he's built. Hanging tank, running the gauntlet. He's been working very hard to keep people talking about his Mania match. Like he can get any feud over against. Oh, here's no quarter catch crew. I didn't change DJ's height. DJ's a little on the shorter side though, so I think Ricky, easiest way is gonna be to look at him side by side from first. Do I want to go through all the trouble of trying to find it? I guess I could. It was the first ever LSWF kickoff in October 29th. This is when we pitted all the gang against each other. I wasn't commentating. You know, I was introducing the commentary team.
Super Card of Honor link tonight. Ah, yes, DJ Danger.
Oh, here we go. DJ and Ricky literally started out facing off with one another. Okay, so he's a little taller than DJ. I think Ricky is like just under my height. I think he's like 5'10". I'm 5'11", so I think he was just barely like 5'10". Yeah, I guess kind of like a Jeff Cobb build. Yeah, to an extent. All right, appearance. Ricky does not have tattoos. Distinctly remember that. I like that kind of hair a little bit, but I liked his ponytail that he had because we don't have many guys with long hair in LAW. And I believe this is what he had when I first met him. And then he's got just like a goatee. He's got the brown eyes. I'm sorry, I don't really get the Hank and Tank hype. They just kind of, Ray and I have talked about it before. They just kind of, they're similar to Heavy Machinery to me. Okay, on Monday is nomination for OMG. It probably will be. We're going to probably streamline the awards a little bit this season, too. Am I getting this right? I think the skin tone's wrong. I'll fix that after I do the attire. Alright. So Ricky is one of the few people in overall that actually wears full, like, just regular wrestling gear. He wears actual trunks. I do like those boots. He's one of the only people that can pull those off. Clearly, we give him the Dark Horse trunks. No. Cruise. Season 7 is going to probably be the streamline you've been talking about for years. Yup. Finally. I've only wanted to streamline for years. I'm finally getting it. Because like at this point, what more can we do? Right? We're just holding ourselves back by keeping it all the same all the time. So it's finally time. I think it's going to help with the longevity of the channel. Because I've always said I don't know how long we'll go. And I know Ray and I will quit one day. It's not going to be this season. It's one of those things where if the day ever comes that he and I do decide to quit, you know, we'll talk it through and we'll kind of make an exit strategy more or less where it, you know, like where it's clear we're not just gonna. I hate to be, you know, I hate to sound like a dick about it, but we're not gonna go kind of the Murph's route where he did all this build to this WrestleMania, he dropped the WrestleMania and then went, I'm done. You know, good on him. He gets fucking thousands more fucking thousands upon thousands more views than we do for significantly less content that he has to make. But like, oh man, I couldn't change to going to doing those kind of videos. I just couldn't. I'd be bored if I did the what if and kind of videos all the time. I'm not saying they're low effort because I know he works hard on them, but just I couldn't. I know I don't really make any money from Universe Mode. I probably never will, but like, I don't know, man. What works for him doesn't work for me. Easy as that, you know? And I had people right when he made the change to doing that, they were like, you should do what if videos like Marv's. I was like, why? Why would I just chase what he's doing? He's doing what works for him, I'm doing what works for me. It's as simple as that, you know? Want the double doink spot with Grande. I think it'd be hilarious. I think I'm a visionary for coming up with that. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am ZR freaking C. Hank and Tank are still going. There we go. Like, I got a vest with nothing on it, please. Thank you. I think I was cooking with my WrestleMania fantasy booking today, personally. I'm not gonna have another WrestleLuigi video tomorrow. It's probably gonna be another 56 days before I have one, but you know. Okay. So let me pull my render I've got of him back up. Well, Rollins crash out beatdowns. Moose got out pretty easy compared to Braun. He did. Moose got out of it pretty easy, all things considered. You're right. This is tough trying to get this right. Because, like, oh, jeez. I turned him into Glue Man there for a second. It's also just way more sensitive this year on the slider. And that could be my unlimited frame rate mod, quite honestly. Hank and Tank are going to Santa deliver, eh? I think that's the closest I'm getting on Ricky, honestly. That just feels too muted of a skin tone for him. Like, you can see, this is every time I do this is gonna be like barely tapping the thing. When it just flew across there, that was just it doing that. Like, again, watch this. I am tapping it, and it does that. Tell security to call their family. That was cold. Yeah. Yeah, Seth's ready to see Nathan next week, essentially, is the best way to put it. Honestly, face texture might just be the best way to do this. That's probably the best I'm going to get. I don't know. I'll just leave it as New York because I don't know what his hometown is. Nope, it's Obafemi. Quit trying to get it. Quit trying to get ahead of things, Vic. Quit going, maybe this is the D'Angelo family. It's not. Go. That's Ricky Roth done. Do not upload. Do not pass go. That is 5 characters done tonight. How about... I got one. I think everyone's going to be excited about. He's not here right now, but I somehow feel like this might be enough to spawn him, to make him spawn in if I start working on his render or his character. I am, of course, talking about Notorious JT Jason. So, he uses a face photo, which very well might be his own face. So, I'm just going to have to kind of use a template that I think has a similar enough face. Honestly, I might just go with the default guy and then just pick a face template and stuff. This might sound weird. I'm going to pick the face texture and skin color first. Because then seeing the face template changing with the skin tone makes it easier for me to see how it's going to look in the long run. That face shape's pretty similar, I think. Best LAW spot was the Waffle House match. I mean, the match itself wasn't a Waffle House match per se. It was just they ended up at Waffle House. And with JT and I were talking about that the other night on a call when we were just. I host the occasional video, or not video, the occasional voice chat with the creative team when I'm working on stuff late at night, and JT happened to be in this one. We were talking about that the other night. It was like, he was like, you know, that's not where I expected my feud with Arnold to go, but I can't exactly. He was like, but I'm not complaining either. Eyes are a little too big on that template. That might work. Might get the body right. He's not fat.
That is easy. But just because I carry something with ease, don't mean that it ain't heavy. See, this time to stand and deliver started right here in Port St. Lucie. I laughed in these streets. I cried in these streets. And I started making a damn name for myself in these streets. It's Stephanie, Jordan, Julia, they all.
He's got like the short but puffy hair. Hope Carl and JT enjoyed some waffles instead of trying to fight the chef. That's oddly specific. Change the color of it and see if that's right. I think that's right. I gotta shrink his forehead a little bit, maybe make it 4 instead of 5. But let's see, does JT have brown eyes? Yes, I thought he did. I thought I remembered that.
So no, I don't need no damn friends and no damn law firms. All I need is that big gay situation to move that make or break this. And then you know what? If you sit down in Las Vegas, I'm going to show the entire world. James Parker don't play. And I'm taking the NXT.
And then JT, yeah, he had the shorts. Oh boy, the NXT parking lot. Here we go. It's going down in the parking lot. They're throwing down. Oh shit, here we go. Dark State's getting the shit kicked out of him. Bro, you guys had crowbars and you stopped hitting them with crowbars to give them another opening to hit you. So that you would drop the crowbars. What kind of rookie ass mistake is that? Hope they had some good Waffle House. Again, imagining a Waffle House is hilarious. I bet you're glad you didn't have to go through the parking lot again. Oh, they just went through a fucking wall. Oh, and now they're going through the door that the wall was connected to. Oh, now one of them's using a fire extinguisher. Yo, one of them just threw a fucking concrete block at the other. Oh, not the car mirror. Oh no, Luca's going through the... Oh no! Luca just went through the... Just got slammed down and dented the hood of the Ford. Oh shit, is it Tony? It's Tony! And they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Tony D to the rescue. Tony D is, as the kids say, standing on business right now. The Tony D and Stacks breakup is gonna hurt. It's coming. It's coming soon. I can feel it. It's gonna hurt.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Whoops. I don't feel like making any signs tonight.
Also, the back of the on-top brace.
Alright, that's JT done. Cross him off my list. Let's do Tanvir Badal. I saw him on my list. Let's make Tanvir Badal. Yeah, I think stand and deliver is a distinct possibility, Zach. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think they're clearly not going to beat Dark State because it's Dark State's first match. I think they lose to Dark State, and I think Stacks is gonna backstab Tony, and it's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt. This bro's built like a brick shit house. I just distinctly know that because I designed him. I was like, I want to make my own big truck. He was supposed to do a lot more with Tanvir Badal at first. I just haven't had a chance to really build him up yet. Stag's taking over the mob. I don't know if he'll take over the family, if he'll leave it and like make his own. He'll make his own family with blackjack and hookers, or what? Full beard.
$99 installation on a complete lead guard system. No monthly interest for 18 months. You just paid it full. Receive a $250 Visa gift card with your lead card purchase. And if you call it now, have a nice gift for you. A free $50 restaurant gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call us here in Atlanta at 1-800-361-0919. Here's that number again, 1-800-361-0919.
Let's see.
Looking to save on internet and mobile? That's the approach to Xfinity. Because now you can get Xfinity internet for unlimited mobile.
He got generic trunks. I remember that because he's got the Indian flag on there, and then Relentless along the back. Yeah, that sounds right. I designed them on 2K23, so I should be able to remember this pretty well. Flags. I believe that's the Indian flag. I want to make sure I get that right first. Yes, it is. I'm not. And then I think either Vicaire. I think Vicaire is keeping the title this weekend. The only person I see possibly winning it is Jada Parker. Actually, that is not what his hair looks like. I just realized that. He's got, like, luscious ass hair. Nathan's being a dick. They're teasing the Nathan heel turn. There's Cora. He's gonna Nathan heel turn. How interesting. Yep. Roxanne and Cora getting back together. I think I just heard Zach yelling all the way in Chicago in excitement. North American champion Nathan Frazier could be fun. It's true. I think you have Roxanne and Cora win. And I think you put the belts on them next Tuesday. And you call them up to main roster. I think you just pull the trigger. I also just found out that the Batman in the State Farm commercials is Will Arnett, and that is fucking hilarious. There's also an interesting fact about one of the sound effects in the Bateman commercials. I don't think I should reveal it though, because it says more about me than anything. And if JT were here, I would say it, but I don't think I should. Because I don't want to out myself that bad. It's time to get the doll done. You know what? I'm going for one of the big ones. Jessica Enigma coming up next. She's one of the big ones. Her creator either didn't make her again this year or is on next gen, so it is up to me. Do you have a complaint about this reunion? Oh, please do tell. What complaint do you have about their reunion, Zach? It could have been, I don't know, 11. My doctor has advised me against yelling so much for my heart rate. Zach, they're probably about to win the tag titles. That is what I will say to that is they are probably about to win the tag titles. As much as I like them, I don't think Hanging Tank win the belt to Stand and Deliver, although I'd be wrong. It is kind of a situation of Fraxium have had such a hold on the division that it's like, who is gonna beat them? I think they might reveal Javon Evans as the leader of Dark State, and he might win at Stand and Deliver. Alright, I've got screenshots of Jessica Enigma. I know I do. In fact, right there I do. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have any of her logos. but I'll make do with what I got. Alright, she doesn't have any tattoos. Faction lose because they both have the Phyrexian lose because they both have main roster matches. I don't know if that's got anything to do with it, honestly. What's her hair look like again? That's JT. I think the best thing is going to be I just need to go ahead and give her her mask. That way, we're down for a Javon heel turn and a Sugars Evans reunion. Yeah, they were together in a DP dub, right? Thea! Hell yeah! Thea Hale is going to be in the ladder match. Oh god, she got Death Rebelled. Oh, now I really want her to win. Oh, I want her to win this last minute qualifier. Oh, do it, Shawn Michaels, you coward. Shawn Michaels, you coward. Put the belt on Thea Hale. Hell yeah. Come on, Thea. Oh, I want her to win the ladder match so bad now. She has been one of my favorite people I've been building up in LS11 universe as well. Corey Graves says, I also know what it's like to tick off the boss. Do you now, Corey? Is that why you're here in NXT? Says the Dev Rebel part, her theme's a banger. Yep, she got Dev Rebelled, but the rest of the theme is pretty good. I just thought it was very funny here. I'm a grown ass woman. I think it. Of course. Fucking Deaf Rebel's got a Deaf Rebel. But I know, full stop. Thea Hale's one of my favorites that I've been building up in LS11 Universe. And I do really hope people have been enjoying how I have been building her up, because by the rights to I Am Fire Eddie Edwards' old theme. What? Where I don't know. Where's this coming from? What? No, it's not terrible, but Def Rebels also just set the bar in hell, so. Thea Hale wins! Thea Rhea was fun in December. That was, yeah, that was like her star-making match with me. Heard lyrics you recognized from it. I don't. I think it's just a coincidence, guy. My guy. Oh, Shawn Michaels, you coward. Let it be Thea Hale. Oh, I'm legitimately just so happy for Thea Hale. I would, like, admittedly, I was really, really worried when we hadn't seen her in a while. Like, I was legitimately pretty worried because, you know, Duke got released. We haven't seen Riley in forever. I was like, oh, please don't let Thea be on the chopping block. I don't want to see anyone get released, but especially not someone I'm a big fan of. Because I'm a pretty big Thea Hale fan at this point. She's won me over. Oh, I want to see her win the belt so bad now. Like, I will definitely also take Lola. I'll take most of them as an option. Riley's not Evolved. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I didn't know that. I don't watch Evolve, so that is reassuring to hear. That's legitimately a little bit reassuring to hear that he's on Evolve. I was getting worried. And then I know what those tights are off the top of my head because before I is it wrestling tights or is it bottoms? I think it's wrestling tights. Yeah, I saw them. Yeah, I know that I just happen to know this one off the top of my head because the community creations Thea Hale I used until I got the modded one ported used this combo pretty much. Yeah, I don't think the sparkles fits Jessica Enigma as well. I'm gonna try this one. I know this will my rise lock her for people, but like it's fine. Go. Got one of the more difficult ones out of the way. One of the ones I was a little more worried about. Of course, I had to get her done because she is the current #1 contender to the title. She's supposed to be facing Jade soon. In fact, we'll be facing Jade on the she will be facing Jade on the next episode of LAW. All right, go home segment. What are we gonna end with on NXT this week? Yeah, probably Zach. We'll probably see Oba on main roster if he loses. Enigma done. I think that's going to be where I tap for the night I'm making characters. Because I got to get this file uploading to send to Ray tonight so that he can do NXT and SmackDown. Okay.
It's funny how you two talk like you're the boss. Well, guess what? You're not the boss. What you are is a broken record playing the same hits over and over and over and over again. And nobody's singing along because you're the only one who is still whooping that trick.
You are the only one who is still whooping that trick is an incredible line. Whoops.
The spotlight is moving on, and I suggest you do the same. One more chance to stand in the spotlight alongside with me and stand and deliver on Saturday, and that will be your last time in the spotlight because when I'm done with you, I will be moving on as well. Look here, homeboy. Your ears don't work that good, but your brain's too tight. They still chant whoop that trick around the world, dog. Let's talk about it. But hey, homeboy, what you got? You still calling yourself the ruler? It takes more than a few Black Panther chants to get the man right again, dog. Believe that.
It takes him more than a few Black Panther chants to get the word around here.
Please shut your ass up. Tripping game, but like, they tell him she was right about Trick Williams a couple weeks ago. I mean, but you come here week after week Talking about a match that you deserve. And honestly, I'm gonna speak for some people here, at least some. We tired of that. Like if you don't talk about something else. But you already know how I feel about you. So Trent Williams, you're dismissed. Let's talk about
Oh shit.
the role of that. I ain't gonna lie. That's cool. Yeah, right. That's cool. That's cool. I ain't gonna lie. Real recognize this real loyalty. You've been true or glued to a championship ever since you got to NXT. You know what I mean? It's like you attract success. You walk into a room and everybody knows who you are. And honestly, I'm not trying to be a smart asshole, but those 2 times I dropped you, I was hype about it. Because I didn't drop a regular wrestler over. I dropped the NXT champion. You feel me? That's real talk.
I like Javon. I also love that he's putting over Oba. Like, he's putting over... He's putting over Oba so that it's a bigger deal when he and Oba face off. Because if you
You're supposed to get to Raw, SmackDown, and be great. But my problem with you is you walk around this arena, you walk around the performance center, you walk around NXT like all this revolves around you. So I'm about to be dead ass with you, bro. This kid from North Carolina wasn't supposed to make it to WWE. But guess what I did, Chill? I did that. And you think? Yeah. And you think? Well, you think you're the favorite for Saturday. But little do you know, my bro, that's the way I like it. Yeah.
Oba's just gonna drop his ass, isn't he?
This is what 20 years looks like. Look at it. 20 years old. About a phenomenal rookie. If anybody knows anything about having phenomenal rookie, it's the ruler. Isn't that right? And you're the future of this place. But like I said, I'm the present. The future's not here yet. And you're right about one thing. This place does revolve around me. Because I have this. Because I have this. It makes me the man. Because I have this. I'm the top dog. And you can't handle this. Because you are a child.
Damn.
When y'all get done hurting, giving compliments, we can talk about what matters. That we get that title back on Saturday. Believe that. No. And we don't talk about Saturday. It's about how neither you or you can touch me in this damn ring. Because we all know that I run some circles around both of y'all. And that's fact.
All right, Javon. Oh shit, Javon. Oh, poor Javon. Poor Javon just got immediately thrown out of the ring. The big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks. Oh, poor Javon. I'm really hoping they're making him... Oh, jeez. That was sick. Don't hold that title up, Javon. No, go home math never favors the person who holds the title up, Javon. God, imagine when he wins that belt. He's gonna if it's not Saturday, he's gonna win that belt at some point. Like, Javon is gonna win that belt at some point. It may not be this weekend, but he's gonna win that belt at some point. All right, so I gotta upload this file for Ray. That claims it's gonna take 17 hours right now. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully that time will go down when I'm not streaming anymore. But all right, I gotta wrap it up. Thanks for tuning in tonight, everybody. I had a good time. I hope you guys all did as well. It was a lot of fun getting to hang out here, and it was a lot of fun getting to hang out here and talk to you guys all night. And we got a lot of characters made tonight. Next time I go live is gonna be Thursday for TNA. Gonna go live to watch that go down. Other than that, I don't think I got much to add. So I'll see you Thursday for the next watch along. AEW comes out tomorrow, unless you're a member. It came out this morning because I already had it done. I gotta go edit the thumbnail because